I use a 4H. I make a front view, top view, and a side view. Now I need to add more details. And this one, okay, so I have add detail. For example, this time, and here this must be match. Okay, and here I need to match the front view. Okay, so match the front view. Okay. I can use a 4H again. 4H. Keep use a 4H. Yeah, 4H. So now I'm working for leg. Okay, I have this leg here. Okay, so this is center. Let me double check. Let me double check the center from wheel here. I use this one compass. If I have a big circle, I can use it. Most of the time, I just use compass to measurement. Okay, if you don't have a compass, that's fine. You have the exact fine. Just measure, transfer it. Okay, so compass just the same my time. Okay, I have this one here. Let me check. Okay, perfect. Same size. So here to here, center, perfect. Same size. Great. Here, great. Same size. Okay, so next step, I need to double check my ruler. Perfect. Okay. I just double check. Here. Okay. So I need to make a wheel here. This is a 4H. That's right. From center. Center from wheel is center from wheel center. Transfer down. Okay. Transfer. And also I make a wheel center point. Okay. So this is the top structure. Okay, so next step, I still can use a circle template. I need to make sure this one circle same size. I keep the same size here. Transfer to here. This is wheel. Okay. Perfect. Okay, I get a wheel. I transfer. Oh, I get trouble. I get it wrong. Take a look at. Suppose this point. Okay, see that? Okay, that's no problem. So this is why I use a 4H. 4H doesn't matter. 4H. Okay. 4H doesn't matter. 4H. I can use an eraser. So that's not 2B or 4B. See? Erase. Okay. That's fine. Oh, I use brush. So make sure. Okay. Okay. And the next step, I'm going to make exactly. So this one all the way to here. And this one I need to make sure. So this one I extend how much? Let me double check this one. I need to transfer the wheel from side view to side view. Take a look at this distance. I transfer this distance to here. that's almost the same size. Here. Okay, slightly smaller. I can do this. I can do this is same size by the center. So this one for measurement, slightly smaller. Okay, perfect. So now I'm going to transfer this one down here. Okay. So now here to here. Then I need to connect. Take a look at here, diagonal line, this line. Okay, I need to transfer to here. To here. Then I go to this one from center towards here. This spot towards here. Great. 3, 4, 5, 5 legs. 5 legs, and I still have another leg here. I still have another leg here. Here. So now I'm going to transfer from another leg from here down. Transfer from here. This another leg to here. Take a look at. Perfect. Okay. Let me the guideline. Center. Okay. So I have another leg here. So this leg, no problem. You still use this. You still use a circle template. Same circle template. Let me double check. Okay. I use this one here. This one here. Double check. Okay. So this one I make a circle first. So you have to know the leg. Take a look at the leg. You can see this time leg. You can see this view. I make you can see circle, but this one the leg tilt a little bit. The wheel, okay, wheel tilt a little bit. Maybe could be random. So if you make it all circle, just use circle template, no problem. Okay, you know that you can spin the wheel. Okay, the wheel you can spin. If you make circle template, no problem. Yep. Okay, so next one. Okay. I can make this line. Double check here. Here. Okay, transfer is done. Transfer. Here. Here. Okay. This part. Here. Here. Perfect. Good. Okay, this one same size. Start from here. Start from here. we connect it to middle point. Connect it to middle. And also top. We need to use a horizontal line this time. Okay. Then connect the top. Let me double check this. Here to here. Here to here. Okay. So now the back, another leg behind, last leg. Okay, all leg and you make circle, no problem. If you make all circle, no problem. Perfect. So now take a look at it. From this view, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 legs. See that? 5. Where's the 5 legs coming from? Take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is why we cannot trace it. This is perspective. So we have to find 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this leg we transfer from here. Okay. So last one I make this leg. I make this leg. Last one. Okay. This leg I still have to find from side view. From here. Guideline. The guideline. Okay, so from here to here, take a look at. I measure distance. Center. I find a center point. I'm supposed to find a center point. So I use a 4H. Even if you get a mistake, don't worry, okay? So I use everything 4H, okay? 4H. Okay. Here to here. You can measure if you don't have, I said if you don't have this one, you can measure, okay? You can use a here to here. Perfect. Okay, and this another leg here. I measure this leg. This is transfer. Okay. Perfect. I find a center point. Okay. Okay. Then this is center. Okay, center. Then I make a circle template. If you forgot your circle template, you can borrow my template, no problem. Okay, circle. This one circle. Perfect. Good. So now I need working for. Somewhere take a look at it. I know what's going on, so I can more detail. I can estimate. Okay, so I can estimate. So this one, I know it's look like this. Here. Okay. And then top. Okay. And this one here. Okay. Okay, connect the top edge. You know, this picture side by side might just help you. Oh, no. I'm not copy that, but this might help you to read more details. Help me. Okay. From here. Okay, it's perfect. I got it. Just take a look at here. From here, we see this one. Hide this one. We see this well, but I cannot see this one because that's behind. But from here, from this view, okay, you cannot see. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a 5 wheels. This is because this is a 5 wheels. For perspective, we can see. Okay. Just look like that. Maybe like this here. Okay. Make a center line. Okay. Then I just random draw. Okay. Adjust, then move up to here, so we still can see that from front view. Guideline. W. That's exactly the center. Okay, so next step, take a look at this one. Like this leg, I'm going to use take a look here. I use a B. Okay, and here. Oh, by the way, before B, I suppose to use H. I use H. I use different light weights. I'm not using H. I use H for this detail. I use H. Border line. Take a look at. Then vertical. Here. And this time, first I have a circle. Take a look at. I have a circle, so you still can use circle, no problem. Or another choice, if you want. Take a look at ellipse template. I have a circle first. I can use ellipse template. Take a look at. No problem. I use ellipse template. See, I have an ellipse template. That's option. That's not mandatory. Okay, that's totally option. So this one, take a look. I have this ellipse template. Ellipse template. Okay. I can make this ellipse template. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Take a look at. That's more look like a whale. But if you make a circle, totally fine. Okay, so this one just different. You can make different. So this one I apply here. Ellipse template. 1, 2. Okay. So now, yeah, this one. I have this one. I keep circle. I use this ellipse template. Same thing. Same time working here. Ellipse template. 1, 2. This is option, okay. 4. Yeah, another one. I'm going to keep the circle, and behind this one, I'm going to still use ellipse template. See, I use ellipse template. That's option. Okay, not mandatory. Okay, so next step, I'm going to still use edge to add more details. Working same time. Okay. Then maybe more detail. Top. Okay. Then details. Okay, so I use a French curve for this part. If you don't have French curve, totally fine. You can borrow my French curve. I'm going to make a French curve this one. This is edge border. Okay. Flip to this side. Okay. And also, so you can see from pictures here, get a structure. Here support. Get a structures. So this piece, maybe I just use a 45 degree. So here to here. I use 45 degree. Here is the support. Shape. These are structures. Okay. Then I use a circle template. If you can use a template, just go ahead and use template. Okay, so this type of drawing, try to avoid to use freehand, totally freehand. Okay, until you have to. Okay, so this one same size here. Okay, then we make a straight line. Okay, 4B. And also clean out 4B. Working same time this one. Okay. Really bold line. 4B I use. Perfect. Longer. Great. Then take a look at boulder line width. Before I'm going to add details. Bold line. Bold. And this is bold also. Line. Okay. Then legs. suspension. When you move this one, sometimes you can rotate your pen, your pencil, not pen. Okay. Details. Okay. Clean out. Okay. So now I'm going to use a French curve. Take a French curve. I make a details. So here I use a French curve. This is a chair, a little bit curved shape. Seating, structures. Okay. Then curve. I make a curve for the bottom. Overall outline, use a bold line. I use a 4B. And always use a, do not use a finger to touch, you always use a brush to clean out, okay? Then details. Here. -45°. Perfect. Then, so this is how to adjust oops, be careful. So your tape, be careful. Okay. Your tape. Details. Okay. Be careful, move your ruler. Okay. Oh, by the way, I can work in sometimes from here. This is same size. Okay. Then diagonal line from here I pre-made. Add a different punch line. Okay. And also vertical line. To add a really bold line. And also circle, I can go back to use a circle template. This one, this use a circle template. This wheel I keep round here. I keep circle shape. Okay. I use a B. And also this is a seating, the cushion, okay, cushion. details. Perfect. Oh, and also for front view, I go back to use a 4B to add a detail for overline. So I have this shape here. Okay, perfect. Okay, if necessary, I can go back. Yeah, somewhere if you need to add a different light weight, I need it here. Make it stronger. I can add the light weight stronger. Vertical line. Oh, by the way, this one I'm supposed to use edge. Different light weights. Okay, use edge. Okay. And also I do think horizontal line, I need to add a little bit bolder. I cannot read it very well. Perfect. So right now, everybody see that? I got a over. Okay. So these are details. I need to make sure working same time here. I transfer to here. Transfer here, 4H. Make sure double check it as 4H here. And also here. Okay. Shape. I need to double check. Take a look at. Double check this one. Let me measure. I need to make sure this is called depth. Depth for chair. Depth here. Take a look at. And match here. Or match here. This point I have point here. And also overall here to back this point. This point to this point, which is here to here. That's perfect. That's perfect. Okay, good. Okay. Okay, now make a shape. Here. And just make a guideline. Don't forget a guideline here. Transfer to here. Good. Then I make this shape. Okay. Now I can use the bold line. So now take a look at, I use a 4B. 4B, typical overline, I can use a 4B. Okay, 4B is this bold line. So we use everything, we use a pencil, okay? We use a pencil. I use a 4B. Okay. Then flip to this side. Perfect. And also corner, take a look at for Technico, I go over a little bit. I go over. Okay, so typical go over a little bit. And now I'm working for the leg. Well, perfect. Then I make a bold line. For the leg. Okay, I'm working this one. I use a 2 ruler, so I need to make sure I make a leg. This is I make a whale. Okay. Then this whale. This is whale foot. I get a 5. Make sure 5. Or this one I cannot see that because it's hide behind. Okay. Okay. More details. These whale details. You just add somewhere detail. I'm not 100%. I'm not 100% copy from picture or from that chair. Okay, I just go get over and also take a look. I simplify that. It's impossible you copy all details. Okay, it's impossible. Make sure. Yeah, and also not necessary. Okay, and then now I switch to. I switch to the B. I'm going to working the detail for the chair. So this part I use B. Switch. If you don't have French curve, you can borrow my French curve, no problem. These are details. Okay. Okay. And also, you have changed different light weights. Now I use edge. I use edge to apply the thickness for the chair. Edge, not too too long. And also add a little bit more detail for the leg. Let me see this leg. Detail. Okay, right now I use edge. Okay, so for example, like this detail, add the details. I have a guideline. I have a 4H guideline, so I'm not going to make a mistake. Okay. See border. Perfect. And also this part, two different materials. Border. Great. And also a little bit more details. And also I use a B. I need to sharpen my. I need a point little bit. If necessary, you have to point pencil. If you use pencil, you have to sharpen the pencil often. Okay. Yep, it's just details. And also you can see here's the handle. I pre-draw the handle here. Perfect. Okay. Put here. Here. Perfect. Yeah, we can see handle. And also I use B to add the details. Then switch to, you have changed different light widths. Okay, H. Double line. Details. Vertical line. Perfect. Good. So overall shape, pretty much I finished the overall shape. Take a look at. Pretty much finished overall shape. And also we still have some detail you can add later. I use a brush to clean out. Okay, use brush to clean out. So this is a picture. Front, side and top. We are not going to copy because your picture just reference. Okay, with picture or without picture doesn't matter. Okay, picture, if you have pictures, just help you to understand this layout. Okay, because why? Take a look at the front view or side view. We can take a look at our front view. Front view, we can see 5 legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 legs, and here you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 legs. But this is one line. But this picture, which is perspective. Okay, that's not a 2D drawing. And also you can see here's curve shape, but this is straight. And the side view, same thing, side view. okay, a line, and a top view. See, top view, we make a guideline in the center. The pattern, which means not important. I do say this pattern not important. Okay, this pattern not important. Okay, and for the leg, so you can see why here's 5 legs. This is because, take a look at it from here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So first leg here, second leg here, center, here leg, see that? And this leg here, this one here. So we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But why from this view we only see 3 legs? This is because, take a look at 1, 2, 3. So this leg, right leg, which is behind left leg. So this is overlapping from your angle, overlapping. Okay. So this is look like we have a 2 pen. We get a 2 pen. Okay, or pencil. Yeah, lead holder. If this time we can see 2 leg, which is exactly look like this. So you cannot see behind. So this time you only can see 1 leg. Okay, until you change different angle, we can see 2 legs. Okay, this is why. So this is why from this view we only see 3 legs. But this view we can see 5 legs. This is why. Any more question? Okay, good. Okay, so I have overall. We still have detail, no problem. We can add later if you still have details. Okay. Next step, we can consider working for perspectives. Okay, perspective. I have this image. Okay, you print the correct size. Okay, I have this image. Okay, so this image, make sure this image, you have to give you enough space. Like this 11x17 paper, I'm going to give my space for a diagram and a text. This is exactly look like a project before. Okay, project before. You have to add a text. Okay. Okay, so this chair. So make sure roughly. I place to here. So this one non-scale, no scale. Okay, no scale. So I don't need a light box this one, but anyway, sometimes hard to read, no problem. If you want, you can use both lines. Sometimes I have a trouble to read. You can use light box, no problem. And this time I make a little bit colder. Just mark down, make it be easy to read this one. Okay, so make me easy to read. Okay, here, leg here. I just make me easy to read. I mark down. Okay, and here, easy to read. Okay, here, leg. I can easy to read it because not too many contrast. Even I use a Vellum paper, I still have a trouble to read. Okay, just mark down and make more contrast. So when you print it, you can print a little bit lighter. Okay, or if you want it, you can get off background. Okay, it's up to you. Okay, and this one, yeah, I can read it better. So this time just here's no scale. I can put a. You decide. I can put it here. Not enough space, so I decide to place this chair perspective roughly here. Okay. If possible, I can trim a little bit more. I use scissor. Trim a little bit more. If I fail, this side I can trim a little bit more. Okay. So I can shift the right, just use your eyeball. I can shift the right a little bit more. See that? I have a 11x17 paper. Okay. So right now I just I make sure this is perfect. This is the bottom line. Okay. I move up a little bit. Okay. Right a little bit more. Just visual balance. Visual balance. Okay. Okay, right now I need to make sure this is roughly perfect. I'm not a trace or detail. Okay, so first I have this guideline. I can see that. Make sure use ruler. So I find an access line. Okay, make sure I use ruler. Center. Okay. And also make sure this one even you cannot see, but you still have to remember this is a perspective. Okay, this is a perspective. I'm going to working like this. Perspective. Here's leg. Even I can do this. Take a look at. Here's another leg. Another leg. Center. Okay, I can use ruler. So this is just a 4H. Make sure 4H is really important. I can put it side by side. I have this picture here. Okay, I can use it to read. I can use it to read that one if that one here. Okay. This side. Here. Okay. Okay. Another leg here. Take a look at. You can use you can use white paper, put it behind, because right now it's hard to read. You can use a white paper. I just use this one. Take a look at. I use one white paper. Put it behind. See that? I have this legs. Okay, I have these legs. Yep. Okay, so right now this is a 4H. Make sure this is a 4H. Okay, 4H. And also from top. Okay. Okay. Now I can use a vertical line. Vertical line. Take a look at. I go back working the box. And I use a longer. Make sure you use a longer ruler. Then make a guideline. We can adjust later if you get a mistake. Okay. perfect, good. So now this one here. Guideline. Use a longer ruler is better than shorter one, okay? Just roughly, okay, good. So now take a look at it. I just make a few guidelines, but now I use a 4H. See this one? Not just a simple, make sure I'm not just a simple trace. Okay, not just simple trace. Now, just go get more guideline. Okay. Yeah, guideline. I'm gonna add a different light widths. Okay, absolutely. Okay, pretty much right now. Now I can switch to different guideline. I have this picture side by side. Make sure, okay, side by side. Okay. This is guideline. Okay. Then guideline. Later, I'm going to use a borderline later. Okay. Okay. So now I work in details, more details right now. Take a look at the cushion. Okay, here guideline. And also the back here. Make sure do not use your finger to touch, always use a brush to clean out. Okay. Double line, even your top. And also, if necessary, if you remove, you still can see details. See that? Okay. I can find that this is roughly middle point. Let me do this. Working for offset corner, I can find the exact middle point. Okay, perfect. I said this time you realize your middle point is not exactly middle. This is because the chair, you should know for balance. For furniture design, it's or the front view, that's exact center. But for side view, sometimes not exact center. This is, they have to keep balance. Okay, if your back too heavy, so they have to shift the center to left a little bit. Okay, so make sure. So this is Y from here. That's normal, not exact center. This is Y. Okay. Okay. We just make this one center line. Estimate. Great. Then we're gonna make a guideline. Then Yeah, little bit curve shape. Yeah, we can make a curve shape later, okay? But right now I make everything, you can see, straight. Okay, straight line. No, yeah, somewhere we can make a curve line later. Yeah. But right now I just make a straight line. Okay. Okay. The leg. Have a center line. Always consider center. Then this one here. So we from here we see better. Okay, we see this one better. Always the center line. There's the leg. Legs. Okay, now I make a border. Okay. Vertical line. Okay. So this one leg, it's okay if you use a freehand. Okay, this one. If you use a freehand. Okay, here one leg here. Okay, so this is a shape for floor print for the chair. Okay, and the next step, take a look at. Next step, if you want detail, just go ahead and add it. Yeah, a little bit details. Yeah, next step, I can use curve line, no problem. Take a look at. See that? I use curve shape, curve line, no problem. I use curve line. Maybe round shape, curve line. And also this part, I use curve line. This time I use curve line. I use French curve. Okay, I use a French curve. If you don't have French curve, you can borrow my French curve. Yeah. Okay, maybe curve line. And also this part, same thing, this part. Curve line. Okay. spot. I'm going to use a bold line later. Bold line. Okay, that's pretty much curve line. Okay. Next step. Oh, by the way, this one, be careful. It's a little bit curve shape. So this time, even you use a freehand, you can make curve shape. But first, we still have a box. So now I switch to very important next step. I use 4B for overline. Take a look at 4B. And also, if you can use a straight line, you can go ahead and use a straight line. See, 4B, really bold line, okay? Outline. I apply straight line first. Bold line. And also leg. Yeah, this time if you're missing, I still can adjust a little bit. Details. And also, last step, I still use a French curve. Details. Okay. So right now you can see from here perspective, I'm not a direct trace everything. Okay. So finally I got this perspective drawing.